Alright, so going ahead, we can see that we are going to write all the new values 1, 0, 1.49, minus 0.49 and 2.98, 0, 1, 0.49, 0.49 and 1.02. These are the new values for the next table. Okay, so just to recall, I am just going back to the previous page. Yes, 1, 0, 1.49, minus 0.49 and 2.98 were the new row 1 values. The same thing is being written here, 1, 0, 1.49, minus 0.49 and 2.98. Okay, so all these things are written here. Similarly, new row 2 values, 0, x was 0, y was 1, s1 was 0.49, S2 was 0.49 and RHS was 1.02. Okay. Now similarly, all these values are written here. Z value is the same, 3, 5, 0 and 0. This has not changed since the equation is being written. The same values gets carried over. Now, how to formulate this basic variable will be the next question. Y5 will be the same what we had written in the previous table. So I am just going back to the previous table. Yes, so y was 5 even in the previous table, but only change was s1, which was 0 in the previous table. Now in this case, while in the next table what will happen is it will be x will be 3, y, because now this we have selected as the reference row. We have selected this as the reference row. Now what will happen is, this we have selected as the reference column. So what will happen is, instead of writing s1, we are going to write x, because this will go out. This will be considered as the outgoing variable, and this will be considered as the incoming variable. This means x will be considered as the incoming variable. So I am going to write x in place of s1, and 3 will be written in place of 0. 3 will be written in place of 0. Okay, so that is what is happening here. X is 3 here. So this is how we formulate the next table. Okay, now going ahead, we have to do the same calculation once again. We have to calculate C, in this case basic variable C1 I am going to calculate. So that is the reason I am going to consider x and basic variable, multiply these two, answer will be 3. C2 calculation basic variable and y will be considered, multiply these two and we will get it as 5. C3 will be 7 and the last value will be C4 is 1. Okay, now similarly we have to calculate Z1 minus C1, which is equal to 0. This will be minus 7 minus 1. Now what has happened here is, all the Z minus C values are 0 or negative. That means what? If the company manufactures any more products also, there will be negative profit. So that is the reason we have to stop this problem. Okay, so this is the calculation here. As all Zj minus Cj values are negative, therefore we stop the problem here. Okay. Alright, now next question is, what is the solution to this? I am just going back to the previous page. Now the solution is nothing but x is equal to 2.98, that is the RHS value, and y is equal to 1.02. Okay, so this is how we are supposed to finalize or conclude this particular problem. Okay, so I am just going back to the last page. X is equal to 2.98, so this should become x, and y should be 1.02. Okay, and we had written the profit equation in the first page. So what was the profit equation? I am just going back to the first page. Profit equation was z is equal to 3x plus 5y. We should know how to determine the profit. Okay, so I am just going to the last page now. We are substituting all the values x as 2.98, y as 1.02 in this particular equation, and finally the profit will be 14 rupees. Okay. Alright, if you have any queries you can ask or WhatsApp me. Thank you.